just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Big play, gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third and short, he's taking the option right. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. On comes Austin Seibert and the Commanders' field goal unit to try this on 4th down. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Piniero's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now he'll throw off the play fake. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They're set up at the 35 now.
No contact. No contact.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Straight. Hey! No contact.
Another carry for Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Straight. No contact.
Hurts to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
73. No contact.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's able to push this down to the 12. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
No contact. No contact.
Staying with Robinson. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Straight. No contact.
Here's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Straight. No contact.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's on the move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Daniels from the pistol. Curtis Samuel's there for the catch. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Play fake here. Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. That was just gorgeous football right there. He saw the window, just had to wait for his guy to flow toward it, and that pass fit in beautifully for the touchdown.
Kate, this is one of those moments where a quarterback's got to take his pre-snap read and make sure he confirms it quickly post-snap. And when he does, and he's got space to fit that post in, like you said, it's a thing of beauty.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great.
We're on here with Will Shipley. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Great. Set.
Running left is Robinson. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great. Set. Kyle Yeti.
Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Hurts now from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Mike Sandra still makes the play. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Vacates quickly left side. Completes one to Ben Sinnott. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Blown back gets the handoff. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready?
We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Commanders with a chance to add to their lead.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Shut up.
To throw, Daniels. The screen pass falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
The give now out of the shotgun. And his short run's going to get them into enemy territory to the 49. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't touch that.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Throw right side is caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Eagles get to it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, you can just see the QB scanning, can't you? He's moving, he's looking downfield, but everything covered up on the back end. That 2nd and 3rd level defenders did their job, and what did it do? Well, free that pass rush up to strip the ball away from the QB.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Good. Crowd up, Yeti!
Throwing now, following the turnover. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And now they face 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Commanders might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
That's taken in by Samuel. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go now!
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. It's taken in by Sinnott. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Seibert's kick is up and good. And That'll double their lead to 6. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Buffalo 18.
Throwing off the play fake here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Running it now out of the gun. We'll work it a couple of yards past the line. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
Now Daniels to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Go.
Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Pickup of 2 here, and the Commanders will have a first. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. They'll come up 1st and 10.
60 by 6. Come on. Set. Take go.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That one's complete, right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Piniero's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, 73.
From the 38. That's going to be cut by Shipley. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts setting up to throw. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Great, set. Hey, easy, 63, pass.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Great, set.
Hurts. Has it in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Set.
Hurts throwing again. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start the 2nd half with some needed points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, shot.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense follows him all the way and shoves him out of bounds. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Ready.
Play fake here, Daniels. Into a crowd, and intercepted. Picked off, Kendall Fuller. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Tiger swamp.
Robinson on the inside give. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is... So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Good. 63. Delta.
Hurts now from the gun. Intercepted in the end zone. Mike Samuel makes the play. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now.
Yeah.
They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Here we go.
From the 22 on second down. As a man, it's Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
First down, ball at the 36.
Let's go.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Big gain has them across the 40. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
On first down, they'll run. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Come on, set. 70, Timberwolf. Ready?
From the 17. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Okay, great.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a Washington touchdown. You should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Seibert tacks on the point after. And the Commanders push the lead to 2 scores now. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go. 63.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Commanders get the football back with great field position there at the 36. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
And they take him down right along the 30. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
The Commanders leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point try coming up. Now Daniels off the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Commanders 29, Eagles 14. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, Hurts dumps it off to his running back. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Benjamin St-Juste picks it off. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
run here on first down. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. All right, here we go. Second down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Escapes the pocket. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win for the Commanders.